Welcome to more Gran Turismo Sport Closed Beta Specialtatin. I didn't really sell the rankings there because, well, they got PD logic. But anyway, I'm starting in second, and holy Snikes, Alfa Racing is in first, so I don't think I'm winning this one. But holy Snikes, he's in the 4C, and well, I'm actually battling with him. We'll see how long that lasts. But, Jiminy Cricket, he actually let me around there. I'm surprised about that. Now he's going to have to actually fend off the rest of the pack, which I ain't exactly the best at. But, well, he's about the best of the best, so let's see if he can actually fend off the rest of the pack, especially not exactly being in the fastest car off the line. The rest of the pack is probably going to want to try to beat him up, given that they don't usually get a chance to race with him, and really, I don't even really get a chance to race with him. Generally, at this point, he's already ahead of me by, like, half a straightaway. But Jiminy Cricket, I'm actually ahead of him by, like, a few car lengths. Well, that's surprising and a half, folks. I'll see if I can keep the lead here, but, don't expect any miracles here. This is already a miracle in and of itself that I'm in the lead right yonder. He's already right with me, so, well, I'll keep him by. I'll see if I can lead a lap. I'll consider that a win if I can lead a lap. But he's coming up quicker than lickety split here, but luckily this is more of a low speed section, so I make the GTRs faster here because off this turn I'll accelerate better. And, oh, I didn't accelerate any better. He has that car dialed in, folks, and it is technically a Mopar in the loosest way possible, so I guess good for him, he's driving a Mopar. I can't make that car work as fast as a GTR. And actually, Jiminy Cricket, I'm going to lead this lap, ain't I? I led a lap against Alfa Racing. I've already won. I've led against Alfa Racing in another race that's on the channel, but leading a lap against him is a whole nother ball game. Well, I've now led a lap. I think it'd be way too cocky, though, to say that I can lead a race against him and actually beat him in a race. Actually, I could have technically done that one race because I got rammed into him in one race that was kind of partially my fault because I tried to do late braking to avoid other people, which sort of mess other people up, which hit them into me, which then hit me into him. So that was kind of partially my fault that I wrecked him, so I just let him pass and win in the end because it just seemed unfair to beat him in sort of a dirty type of way. But Jiminy Cricket, I'm actually making a run on him now. Still, even after he got by. And, well, he's on the inside, so he got by again. But, I mean, Jiminy Cricket, I guess the GTR is better on the top end, apparently, because I got a heck of a heap of a run there. So, I mean, maybe I can make this. No, I don't think I can. I didn't mess up that turn whatsoever, and he still gained like a tenth and a half there. This is insane. Like, I did that turn as perfectly as I really can there. I can't think of any way I could have done it better, and he still gained quite a bit of time there, a noticeable amount, in one turn. Well, that shows that he's definitely the mecha alien, or at least mecha alien until Doodle Monopoly and some of the rest show up. And until this goes international where we all race together. That would be a heck of a heap of a race if I end up getting in like a race with like Immortal Pilot and Tech 85 in like the same race. Obviously, I won't even see their cars the whole race, but still just racing on the same track as them at the same time would be pretty cotton-picking cool. But this in general is pretty cotton-picking cool because, well, I'm the closest one to IOF Racing right now. For a while, I was actually the closest one to him, but in the lead, ahead of him. He was still close to me, but I was ahead of him, so that's pretty cotton-picking cool in general. And one of the hidden features I just noticed of the megaphone is I actually have my phone sat on the megaphone, which I think actually makes it a little bit more stable, so I think I might actually want to use the megaphone in the future, because even though I'm holding the phone with one hand instead of two, it sort of kind of has a stand, the megaphone itself, so maybe I will use the megaphone in the future as long as y'all's ears aren't bleeding. Again, if y'all like the megaphone, or if y'all don't, say it in particular. If I don't really get anything one way or the other, I'll probably use it some, won't other ways, but if y'all really do like it, say and I'll use it some more, or if y'all don't like it, say it I'll use it less. But for now, I'm using it the way I am here, and I'm using this car the way I am here, and really, I'm doing a pretty good job. I mean, IOF Racing's doing the cottonest, pickingest, jobbingest of all timingest, but, I mean, that's him, folks. It's him. I actually held him back for a whole lap, which is, again, I'm going to go ahead and take that one as a win. And, well, I mean, I can't complain. It's looking like I might be able to get second for this race. They're just pretty cotton-picking far back there. I still need to sort of be on my toes here. I don't really want to back off any just to make sure that I can get second place. But, well, I actually still see OF's car on the straightaway, so, I mean, y'all saw a glimpse of his car there. That might be the last one, though. Actually, this is a hill there, so y'all can see that. This might be the last time for a bit you see his car. But, well, it saw his car longer than I honestly figured when the race started. Actually, this is from like 2 or 3 days ago, and I was in a race with him yesterday. Yesterday being when I recorded this on a Wednesday, so it would have been Tuesday the 23rd, I think. I was in a race with him, and he was in the GTR, and like, nobody even touched him whatsoever. Like, literally, I don't even think there was ever even a car close enough to touch him. And he actually ran about the same time in the GTR as he did in the 4C, so I don't really know why he ever uses a 4C, because then he just has to wait behind people like me who are in the GTR who get a good start but clearly aren't faster. But, well, maybe that's just more fun for him because it's actually competitive for him for a lap. I don't know, folks. I don't know alien logic. But my own logic, I guess, is relatively sound. I mean, I'm still in second and I'm still putting about 100% in. I know I ain't catching first, but I don't want third to catch me either. Again, I ain't necessarily 100% all the time because I ain't the alien. I ain't OF racing, but whatever percent I'm at now is, I guess, good enough for second, and, well, good enough for second when OF racing's in first is good enough for me there. That's definitely good enough for me. And there ain't too much racing left to go, so it's looking like I might be to keep second. I know this hasn't exactly been the most entertaining race after first lap, but, well, I'm going to still consider that just as bad as entertaining as it's going to get, given that, again, I was actually ahead of OF racing for a lap. So that first lap was entertaining enough, I hope to actually sort of go through the rest. And, well, this ain't an unentertaining race. I mean, I'm one of the faster drivers against the fastest driver on a track that a lot of people know and can relate to with a car that a lot of people race, so there's still quite a bit of stuff together to keep it relatively interesting. But, well, given that I actually have to make a plea of why it's interesting, yeah, well, again, all the races can't exactly be the most interesting, but now I have a megaphone. So, well, I guess that's something, folks. I got a megaphone, and, well, I can do an accent. And y'all who say that what I do in my usual, which is sort of kind of this, well, I can even more do an accent on that, even more than the accent that I generally do specialtate on. So, there's sort of one level of country accent, and then there's sort of another level of country accent that's even more country than that, folks. I just sort of go with sort of the one that's more of a normal accent, just because that one's easier to do, and I don't necessarily have to throw my voice off. This is more natural, and it's probably more understandable too, honestly. And, well, I know it's kind of understandable if this wasn't the most entertaining of races, but, well, I'm still in second, a decent way amount of third, and, well, first is long gone. But again, first is IOF racing, so I can't complain about that, because I was actually legitimately ahead of him for a whole lap. I know he wasn't exactly in the fastest car off the line, and sort of like the Audi TT, even with that being the fastest car, it's so slow off the line, it takes time to come back. But, well, a lead is a lead, even if it is for a little bit, and even if it doesn't stick for a whole race, I still led against IOF racing. So, well, hope you all enjoyed that, and I definitely know I did. And again, leave a comment if you like or don't like the megaphone, and I'll be back with more Gran Turismo Sport closed beta Specialtatin in the future. Yeehaw! Okay, good. The megaphone actually did pretty cotton pin good with it. Yeehaw!